Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Comics of the Week. We got pull lists and back issue gems. Don't pay attention to the empty space before because I click the button on time every time. My name is Tim. This guy over here is J Dubs. Down below is Dan Kelly Art, formerly of Instagram, now live on Instagram. We are here, as I said, with Comics of the Week. But before we get started, we got some business to get out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, Jamie's got a nice little QR code over there. Why don't you tell everybody what that is?
Yeah, that is our Patreon. You can join up by just scanning the QR code up there in the corner. That will bring you right to our Patreon page where for a cheap cup of coffee, you can join our Patreon and get access to things that most people can't see, considering bloopers, unedited content, and much, much more. There's also a $7 tier, which you get shout outs from the host, ask us any questions you guys want, anything like that. So go check it out. Any little bit helps the little podcast that could.
That is correct. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we are on all the socials. All you got to do is type in at the Codex Station, and that is where you will find us. Your favorite social media platforms, your favorite live streaming platforms, and we are on a new one right now. So let's say hello to all of our new watchers and future subscribers. Where at, Jamie?
Kick.
That is correct. We are on Kick. It's in the beta version right now, and it is super awesome. So definitely, if you're there, give us a big hi and hello, and we will respond.
Yeah, I told Tim about it at 8 o'clock this morning.
That's right. After my second cup of coffee. But Dan, after my second cup of coffee, what should I do in order to keep up with Codex Station?
Well, you should go to the codexstation.com. As you said before, you will find all the socials on there. Follow us on all your favorite socials. Follow us on the socials that you don't like. Just follow us on everything. Make sure you click like on all the videos. Make sure you leave some comments. Make sure you share them with your friends, your family, your neighbors, your coworkers. Share them with the people you don't like so that we can help build those bridges to make you friends again.
That's right. That's right.
Wouldn't
And
it be
as
like this, not because that's
like-
still disconnected.
maybe this,
It's a drawbridge. See?
Oh,
We're bringing them back together.
I didn't know.
There you go. Hit over to thecodexstation.com. As Dan said, get some merch, meet the team, so much more. And last but not least,
And new merch is coming.
ooh, I do believe I know what it is. But what about our sponsor, Jamie?
Is it Bagley Art?
No, it's W Energy. Go check out W Energy at w.gg. Shop, get whatever you guys want. Calio Cream just came out. It's amazing. Definitely go check them out and use that keyword CODEX, CODE-X at checkout. Save yourself 10% on all of your purchases.
That is correct. What?
Yeah, I'll do it now.
Get to the W. Get to the
Do
W
it
now.
now.
Anyways, let's get on to some awesome comic books.
This
here.
went on a left turn.
Yeah.
Well, his new show just came out on Netflix.
Foobar.
Ooh.
I haven't watched it yet, but
So
we're to it.
we're going to do DC first. I've only got one, so I'm going to show that, and then we will pass it along to you guys. But first, look at Jamie's beautiful face. There we go. So this is definitely my book of the week. I love this last month when I got it, and I am excited to read issue 2. That would be Green Arrow.
Ooh.
I am enthralled with this series. Williamson is doing wonderful. Izaxi, is that right?
Yes.
For the artist? Amazing.
Don't worry, I got a cover for you for that.
Ooh, is it the B variant?
Yes.
I didn't get that. All I was able to get was the A. But yeah, Green Arrow, super duper excited for. So, Jamie, why don't you go ahead and show us some DC love?
All right. First up, I got Nightwing 104.
Look at
Nice.
that. Love it. That's good. And you always get the B variants, right?
When it's DC, it's always the B variants.
Yeah.
Here's
So are
the
the Titans
cover.
actually in the Nightwing book right now? Or are they just on the cover because they launched the new
They're
Titans?
cameoing in it.
Okay.
So here's the one that I was talking about.
That is so awesome.
That would go with the green one from the first issue.
Yep,
Yep.
sure would.
Next up, we have Harlequin number 30.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Potentially
great.
a one of your
Comic character of the week
covers
cover.
for the next episode of Comic Character of the Week.
Uh-oh.
Synergy.
Lastly, I have Justice Society of America number 4.
Now, I saw that on the rack at my shop, and I almost picked it up. Is it worth getting?
Oh, this is definitely worth getting.
Good.
I would collect it and then read it as a whole because they're doing that whole. Whenever they get done with it, they're sending it out.
Okay, right on. Is it a mini or an ongoing?
It's 12 issue.
Okay,
Maxi.
cool. All right, I can get into that, and it's at issue 4 right now, so easy jumping on point. All right, Dan, what about you? What do you got for DC this week, bud?
Well, I also have Green Arrow 2. I will agree with what you said on the first issue. Fantastic. And I got the sketch cover variant for the first issue, so
Nice.
I know what I want to draw on it. I just got to fit it into the other stuff I got to draw. But yeah, I'll show you when I do it because I know you're a big Green Arrow fan.
Right on.
I got Doom Patrol number 3.
How is that right now?
I haven't read any of the books I got this week yet. I haven't had time
Okay.
to, but the first 2 issues I really enjoyed. There's a new chief. It's the Niles Calder is still in it, but now Crazy Jane has a new personality that's the chief that is team leader. So that's that makes it interesting.
Right on.
And then the last DC book I got is also Justice Society of America number 4.
And that's the A cover.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I love JSA, so it's great. If you're gonna pick it up, I would say make sure you buy the Golden Age one shot first.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that leads into this. And if you really want to, they just finished the Stargirl and the Lost Children 6-issue miniseries. I would say pick that up because it's a really good series, but the characters that are in that are going to appear. I think it's issue 6 of the Justice Society. I can't remember exactly, but they're calling them Young Justice Society. And
Nice.
the premise is that it's all these sidekicks for these Golden Age heroes that you've never heard of because they were all plucked out of time and forgotten about. So it's like Jay Garrick has a daughter that has super speed, and like Mr. Terrific had a sidekick, and Hourman had a sidekick.
Wow.
So it's like a dozen or so new kids that are.
I'm looking for a good DC team book. Everybody's talking about Titans, but like there's no Justice League book right now, and Justice Society has a lot of characters that I just am not as familiar with, and they're characters that I want to get familiar with.
You'll get familiar.
Right on. Cool. So I think that might be the road that I go, because Avengers is amazing, and that's perfect for Marvel right now. But Justice Society, yeah, I'd love to dive into that.
And they're also using the versions of some of the characters that were on the Stargirl TV show.
Nice. Nice. Well, all right. That's it for DC this week. Let's go ahead and go with Independence. Jamie, why don't you go ahead and start us off?
All right. So first off, I have Vanish number 7.
How is that? I know you talk about it every week.
Amazing.
Nice.
Cates is absolutely doing phenomenal work in this book, and Stegman's art is just, I mean,
jeez. Donnie Cates is a busy man.
For someone who's, yeah,
he was a busy man.
He'll still be. Next up, we have the collective of Supermassive, which is Radiant Black, Rogue Sun, the Dead Lucky, Infernal Red Girl, or Infernal Girl Redwood, whatever you want to call it, and Rogue Sun. And if anyone's not into the Supermassive universe, it is amazing. So definitely check out one of their titles and go from there.
Nice.
And
I have Radiant Black number 2. That's the only out of all of that.
To go with the Radiant family, the last issue of Radiant Pink.
Nice. And what issue number is that?
5.
Ooh, okay. And that's the last issue for that?
5 of 5.
Right on. Okay. Is that it for Independence for you
That's
this
it
week?
for Independence.
Right on. All right. Dan, what do you got for Independence?
I also have Vanish #7.
Nice.
Like Jamie said, the story's good. It's interesting. The artwork is fantastic. As you can see, you could tell that since they co-created that they definitely went towards Stegman's strengths for what he's good at drawing. Nightclub #5,
Nice.
which I think is the last issue of this series, but that's been pretty cool. And he's going to have Millar's going to have a new series coming out soon called Big Game. That's going to be a crossover for all of his different books. So it's going to be
Is Kick-Ass in the middle of that, or?
I think Kick-Ass is going to be in. It's going to be Nemesis.
Wow.
Wanted. There's the guy from Wanted. There's Nemesis. It's going to be a crossover for like all of his books. So that should be something big worth picking up.
Yeah, definitely.
Got the third print of the Ambassadors #1 because I didn't realize it had already came out and I missed it.
So I've seen that at my LCS too, and I don't know anything about it. What is that?
All I know is what it says on the cover. 8 billion people, 6 can have superpowers. Who do you choose? Clearly, I would choose me as one.
Wow.
I don't know, but I like all the Mark Millar stuff, and Frank Quitely's drawing it. So,
okay,
I mean, that's got me sold.
Nice. Right on. Is that all you got, or you got more?
Yeah, I got 2 more. I got
Nice.
on recommendation from Kevin, Something Epic.
Yes. You have you read that yet?
I haven't read any of my stuff this week yet.
I'll tell you right now, it is something epic.
Yes.
The artwork looks fantastic.
I can't wait for issue 2.
And lastly, for indies, I got Blue Book #4.
Yes.
Which I'm not clear. Is this a mini series or an ongoing?
I think it's ongoing.
Because I thought it was a mini, but I haven't really seen anything that said that.
If it's a mini, it's going to at least 6 issues. Yeah. But I love the main story in there, and I like the side stories at the end that talk about the cryptozoology and things like that. And absolutely wonderful.
And all based on a true story.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so that's it for Independence for you this week?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Let's go ahead and get down to business here with what I've got. So I have 2 Independents. My poll box was very short this week, but I've got Blue Book. I've already read this. I am in love with this series. I think it is absolutely amazing. I love science fiction, love UFO stuff, love conspiracy theories, cryptozoology, and all that stuff. And this book falls right into all of that. If you haven't read it yet, guys, I highly recommend picking up Blue Book. It is wonderful. But then there's this. So I started it out black tape, right? This is issue 4.
I did see that.
This is the last issue of this, and it's something. So it's the whole satanic panic type of thing, rock music is the devil's music. This is the B variant here, which I think is really cool. I like the B variant. Nice. But the whole premise is this guy was supposed to have written this amazingly evil song before he died, and it's on this tape, which is the black tape right there. But he was also into some pretty hefty demonic stuff too, like sacrifices and all this other wild stuff. And the whole point of the 4-issue series is they're trying to find this tape. His girlfriend there is just trying to deal with his passing and all that stuff, and she discovers all this weird stuff that he's been into and that other people are into. And at the end of the 4 issues, the book just kind of leaves me with more questions than answers. I'm not super big on it like I thought I was going to. The horror aspect is good. This is a very adult book, so definitely not for the kids. But if I had to give it a rating off the top of my head right now, I think it'd get a 6 for the whole series.
You were really talking that book up the past few times.
The past 3 issues were great. They were awesome, and it was telling a really good story. But I think 4 issues for that is too short. If they'd have gone 2 more, they could have told a lot more stuff. Because at the end of issue 3, it didn't feel like it was rushing things. But then all of issue 4 was like, we got to tie all these things in. We got to figure it all out. We got to get it all closed off. And I was like, man, that kind of sucks. So,
is there going to be a follow up? Because most of those AWA miniseries like end and they say, end of part 1 or part 2 coming.
So it didn't say anything like that. And not to give any spoilers or anything, but it did leave it open-ended.
Okay.
So maybe there's that. I don't know. If there is a follow-up to Black Tape, I will definitely be checking it out. But if there's not, then it kind of leaves me unsatisfied. So to speak. So there is that. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to back issue bits, gems, stuff like that.
Marvel.
Oh, Marvel. That's right. I don't have Marvel this week. So yeah, there's that. Jamie, what do you got for Marvel?
Dear God, man.
I know.
You guys are Marvel buffers and you guys are just trying to dip it out.
I didn't even think about it. I was like,
so I picked up, which I never pick up, but because it's a tie-in to it, I got Miles Morales Spider-Man number 6, part of Carnage Reigns, part 2 of 7.
Oh, that cover is amazing. Wow.
And because I felt bad because I kind of made fun of Sal about this and my hatred for it, but they finally had one in stock and I couldn't pass it up. I got Warlock Rebirth, but I got the Alex Ross.
Oh, nice.
The Thanos cover.
That's the only reason I got it.
Wow.
Next up, Thor number 34.
Oh,
that
the variant cover.
Yeah, that's cool.
Leading into my last one, which is Extreme Venomverse number 2.
Oh,
who is the girl at the front?
You got to read it to find out.
Oh, come on.
we reviewed Venomverse, so you know who it could be.
Okay.
Take a look at the mask and take a look at the hair.
Yep, got it.
Yeah, there you go.
If I were to guess, I would say Black Cat, but the design of the costume looks like the Carpenter version of Spider-Woman that was in West Coast Avengers.
Sure. On to Dan.
Dan, what do you got for Marvel this week, sir?
I just got 2 books, same as Jamie. I got Thor number 34.
But that's the A cover, right?
Yeah, which this series I think is winding down. They're getting ready to restart that with a number 1 soon. And then I got Daredevil Echo.
I was so close to pulling the trigger on that when I went to go get it. I was just like, I can't.
They put it in my box because I got Daredevil, and I was like, all right, I'm sure they're doing it because they're getting ready to put the Echo series out on Disney Plus, which they said they're going to do differently for this one. Instead of a 1 episode a week, they said they're going to drop the whole thing at one time.
Yep.
Because it's Echo.
Yeah.
Echo.
And then I got in my 5-pack of the second printing of Spider-Man issue 7 with the first appearance of Spider-Boy.
Oh, dear God.
Wow.
So I got the 5-pack of the spoiler cover for the first print. So I figure, what the hell? I'll get the 5-pack of the second print, and whenever I go to move them on, I'll just sell them as sets.
Right on.
The ones that I keep for myself. And that's it. That's all for me, folks.
There you go. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on now to back issue gems. I've got quite a few. So
good,
if you
because
guys,
I have none.
Dan, do you have any or no?
I mean, I've got shelves of them behind me, but there's nothing that I've recently bought.
So the answer is no. Hi, Jamie. How's it going? Yeah, so I wanted to show you guys some stuff that I wasn't able to show off, or I showed on the podcast while you weren't there, Jamie. So I'm going to show you now.
Jamie needed some quality sleepy time.
Nappy nap. Yeah, get yourself a glass of warm milk, sit down, relax, and let's do this. Yeah, Wes came over for my birthday, which was last week. Happy birthday, by the way. Thank you. And
You're welcome.
oh, right on. And he gave me a slab, and
Oh.
it's pretty awesome. It's a 9.6. I'm happy with that.
Oh, he
Extremely
ain't a real
happy.
friend.
If it's not a 9.8, Wes, I don't want it.
Yeah.
But
Excuse me.
Lab Perry gives out 9.8s.
right, there you go. This is Justice League of America #1 from the New 52 run. This is the state's flags, and he gave me
Oh,
the
nice.
one for Michigan,
Nice.
where I am from. So extremely satisfied with that. Very happy with that. My brother-in-law said that because it has the Michigan flag, it depreciates in value. I don't know about all that.
No,
but-
that's the 9.6 that depreciates in value.
Well, there you go. But another one that I got a while back from book sent out to CGC. This is Venom Lethal Protector. What do you guys think it came back as a grade? Because Wes and I were looking at the book and we thought it would come back. And we had it pressed from Comic Spa, by the way. And if anybody wants their books pressed by the best, reach out to them, Comic Spa, definitely. But we thought it was going to come back at a 9092. What do you guys think?
6.
9.6?
No, I'll say, you know what?
9.4.
I'll say 9.4, yeah.
Okay, Jamie and Dan, both of you say 9.4. Well, you guys must be psychic because it did come back as a 9.4. Current fair market value for this is $110 at a 9.4.
You know how I
So-
know that? Because I watch your videos.
Oh, yeah. So there's that cheater.
Cheater. I'm running a company here, man. I gotta
Oh.
know what's going on.
That's true. That's true. But I did get some other stuff. I got some stuff today while I was at the shop, and I picked up an Art Germ variant that I have been wanting for a long time, and that is Black Cat #1.
Ooh.
Gorgeous cover. I absolutely love this cover. This is
Is that the McKay?
This is the Art Germ variant.
No,
I
I'm
believe.
saying is that the McKay
Oh yeah,
run?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, because the first Black Cat of the McKay run was the King in Black tie-in. That's what I was asking.
This is from 2019.
So yes, that would be it.
The King in Black run, not the Infinity Score. Right.
Yes, the
Yeah.
Infinity Score was after
The
Yeah,
second
that
one.
was accurate.
Yeah. I did get 2 issues for Crisis on Infinite Earths. I was missing issue 9, so I got that.
Oh, nice.
Right. The Villains cover by George Perez. This is unreal how much detail is in here. So yeah, and the story on top of that is a classic. And I also picked up a better copy of Crisis on Infinite Earths #8, The Death of Barry Allen. Yeah.
That
always a
is
great one.
That's
Oh
such a
yeah.
cover.
Yeah, you cannot go wrong with this. Cannot go wrong. And it's inexpensive right now, guys. So if anybody's looking for them, go hunt them out. They're not too pricey. Went to another store last week. Got the Spectre #1, the John Ostrander and Tom Mandrake series. This
Ooh.
is glow in the dark cover. So there's some 90s goodness. 92, yeah. So gimmicky covers, but it's awesome. The whole run is supposed to be really good. I'm just waiting to get all the issues, and I believe there's 65 before I
Yes.
sit down and read them.
They also did a run on Martian Manhunter after that.
Both of them did.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe
That is what I will go after I read the Spectre. I've heard nothing but good things. Uncle Gary said that it was amazing, and him and I have talked the Spectre quite a few times. Some other birthday gifts. Got this from a friend of mine named Keith. This is Superman #301.
Ooh.
Superman fighting Solomon Grundy. That's pretty awesome. We got some more George Perez goodness. This is Wonder Woman #16.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is good.
Second appearance of I think that's Silver Swan. Is that right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Can't go wrong with Perez artwork. Then we have Detective Comics #659.
That looks like it hurts.
Yeah.
It does, and that is Kelly Jones artwork right there. Now, I'll get this one out of the way. This is the amazing. This one's not really that big a deal, so I'll just kind of flash it and then be done. This is the Amazing Spider-Man number 122.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So there's that. But anyways,
You have the spoiler cover.
no, I don't. But you guys know that I have been working hard on Uncanny X-Men. I finally got the last 2 issues I needed in the 200s run to have an unbroken run of Uncanny from 200 to 544. So we have Uncanny X-Men number 212.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's the first fight between Wolverine and Sabretooth, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
First meeting of them.
Yeah. And then I got the first appearance of Mr. Sinister, number 221.
Nice.
This was the big one. This was the one I did not want to pull the trigger on, but I did a pretty hefty trade, and that was part of that. So, yeah, there goes that. I also got in that trade the Amazing Spider-Man number 298, and this book looks minty fresh, as Sal would say.
Yes.
Yeah, super excited. I've never had one of these. This is the very first one I've ever had. I've had 300 before, but I've never had 298 or 299. So I'm very happy to finally have this one. And what is this? This is first Todd McFarlane, first cameo of Venom, and first Eddie Brock too.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
That's definitely a CGC.
Oh yeah, that's going. I think in the next round. But this one, this was the big one. I think even a little bit bigger than that. Not so much price-wise, maybe a little bit, but this was the one I really, really wanted. Never had this one before either, and it's a second print, and I am finally glad to have it in my collection. This is getting graded. This is Batman number 423.
Oh, yeah.
Finally. Can't go wrong with this cover. It is wonderful. Absolutely gorgeous. So there is that, gentlemen. That is what I have for back issue gems. All right. Well, I think that's about it for tonight. Thank you very much, everybody, for sticking around for polls and back issue gems. We will have a lot more for you next week. Don't worry about that. Before we get out of here, though, Dan, why don't you let everybody know where they can find you when you're not doing Codex stuff?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Dan Kelly Art. I actually just posted a new character that I created today for my first appearance Fridays I do every other week. So go check it out. It's got a couple drawings of them and a bio. So go let me know what you think, and make sure you give me a follow. Make sure you give some likes out there. And like Jamie said, I've said it before. It's just a simple click of the mouse for you, but for us on all of our social media platforms where we do this stuff, it makes everything that we're doing worth it. So
that right there you go. I don't know how to do it. I'm not hip with the kids. Yeah, there you go.
So
Fine.
yeah,
go ahead, Dan.
No, that was it. So
yeah.
So do that, and make sure to go to thecodexstation.com and find all of the social medias for the Codex Station, for me, for Sal, for Kevin, for everybody.
Definitely.
And the Patreon.
All of that stuff. Yeah, head over to thecodexstation.com for merch, meet the team, so much more. There is that Patreon thing right over there. Jamie, why don't you tell us a little bit about that before we get out of here for the night?
Yeah, just scan it with your smartphone, go, and it'll take you straight to our Patreon, where for a cheap cup of coffee, which is cheap nowadays, you too can join our Patreon and get exclusive, never before seen, unedited, unscripted stuff that we have done. Thinking about doing a blooper reel even for it too. And for the $7 tier, there's so much more that you guys are gonna get from meeting the host, talking to us, asking us whatever questions you guys want. It could be something as simple as who would win between, I don't know, Batmite and Mr. Mistleplex. Like,
Right.
so go jump on that. Every little penny helps the little podcast that could.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And last but not least, don't forget to find us on all the socials. All you got to do is type in the Codex Station. That is where you will find us, your favorite social media platforms, your favorite live streaming platforms. We are on Kick now, too. So check us out there. And also, once again, this week's sponsor is W Energy. All you got to do is go to w.gg, save 10% by using what keyword, Jamie?
I believe it's CODEX, CODE-X. Save that 10% on all your orders at checkout. Trust me, delivers fast, tastes amazing, gives you so much more energy.
There you go.
He's got a
W.gg.
bandana, so you should listen to him.
Yeah, I dubbed the bandana.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is Tim. This guy over here is J-Dubs. Down below is Dan Kelly Art, formerly of Instagram, now live on Instagram. This is Comics of the Week, pull lists, and back issue gems, and we will see you next time.